Hey everyone, I'm Sebastian Spooky and I'm back with another My Animated. And this one, this girl pretends to be blind. That is not good. We can already tell it's gonna go downhill probably. But anyways, thank you for watching my video, and I'm sorry I really haven't been posting like I was going to. I had my wisdom teeth taken out, and then I'm having another surgery done. So yeah, a lot going on. But please excuse the lighting. I know it looks kind of bad. I'm sorry. And if you hear any noise in the background, it's just my daughter. She is watching TV.
Even need to wear glasses. But when I got into a relationship with the guy of my dreams, I was too scared he would cheat on me.
This girl sounds really shallow and should probably come with warnings because that's a red flag. She's worried that he's going to cheat, and they just got together. Like, what the heck? Girl, if you're worried he's going to cheat, I don't think he's going to be worth it. This girl sounds like she's a little crazy.
Because it happened to me so many times before. So when I began to suspect he was cheating, I pretended to be blind to catch my boyfriend. It was a huge mistake. Start from the beginning. When I moved from my hometown to the big city, I had no experience in romance whatsoever. I had never had a boyfriend. Not a real one, at least. I moved for a job opportunity to the city, and when I started work, I was very nervous and excited.
I don't blame you. I get nervous just going to the store or going to Walmart, so I don't blame you for being nervous in a big city. But anyways, let's continue.
It was also new and strange and unusual, but I couldn't wait to get out into the big wide world and maybe find love. I was in the office, and this handsome guy approached me. He said his name was Jason, and he would like to welcome me to the company. He was so kind and funny, and I'm embarrassed to say this, but I fell in love with him immediately.
That's too quick. Like, that's like the first guy you met. Like, that's going too quick. Someone should call up the show Love at First Sight, because I think they have to get it.
See, I'm such a hopeless romantic. All those cheesy movies you roll your eyes over, I love them. And so when this handsome guy spoke to me on my first day on the job, acting so nice and funny, I thought this was my moment.
I mean, go for it if you want to go for it. But I feel like this girl's been watching way too many romance movies. Probably too much Hallmark.
This was the moment when I met the guy of my dreams. When we would start dating, and when some unknown obstacle would get in our way, but we would rise above the occasion because our love was that strong.
Yeah, she's definitely been reading way too many romance books and way too much Hallmark and other stuff. It's not necessarily how relationships work.
Yeah, I was pretty naive. Every day, I was so terrified to go to work because I knew I would see Jason, and I was afraid I would make a fool of myself. I remember when I was in the break room getting some coffee when he came up behind me and said, "Hi." That's all, just a small hi. But me, being the clumsy girl of the office, spilled all my coffee on my shirt.
That is awful, and that must have hurt because, you know, I wouldn't be able to sit there. I would have got out of there because that's embarrassing into that crop burns. That crop burns.
I didn't even give him time to react. I bolted out the door and ran straight home. I guess my boss felt sorry for me, so he didn't reprimand me the next day when I apologized for leaving without notice.
Say again, they let you leave without you telling them. How does that work? Because as far as I can tell, no other job works like that. You're lucky. Normally they call you and be like, you fired because you didn't show up, or they dock you for something.
Sure thought Jason didn't like me. He was just being nice, that's all. Why would he like a girl like me who was awkward and ugly and clumsy? I sort of let go of the romantic fantasy and accepted we would never be together. He was way out of my league. But then I had the shock of my life when he asked me out. He did it so casually. I was sitting at my desk filing up some reports when out of nowhere he appeared at my side. "Hey," he began, "do you want to go out with me this weekend?" I was too stunned to speak, but then thankfully my brain caught up and I stuttered out a response. Yes, I managed.
She be sounding like a seal. I'm sorry. She be trying to do her meeting call. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that is incredibly embarrassing. But I've been there before, like when your crush comes with you and you really don't know what to say, but this girl moving fast. See, he asked her out and there was no problem. Hopefully it works out, but as we could tell in the beginning, she got a little crazy.
Chuckled, set a time, set a location, and that was that. We were going out. I was ecstatic and terrified at the same time. But when we started dating, it was the best time of my life. I felt so right with Jason. I just knew we were meant for each other. We would hang at the park, go ice skating, have lovely dinners, and I felt like the happiest girl in the world.
Okay, so far no red flags. Everything seems normal. Good for her. Good for her. But I feel like this is about to get a turn.
Being the dumb girl that I was, I had to go and ruin it all. Other girls at the office started talking to Jason, chatting with him, flirting, and I was so jealous. I was practically livid. I knew they were prettier than me, and they probably wondered why Jason was with a girl like me. But that didn't mean they had the right to flirt with Jason, to steal him from me. There was this one.
That's a red flag, a major one. She sounds very controlling, and he sounds like he needs to get the heck out of there because she sounds like she's gonna go crazy.
Amanda, who was especially annoying. She would talk to him right in front of me sometimes, just to spite me. But I didn't want to complain because I didn't want to be that jealous girlfriend. She really got close to him, and I would see them at work, laughing and talking. She was obviously flirting with him. She would flip her hair, let out a high-pitched giggle, pat his shoulder, and I couldn't take it anymore. I confronted Amanda. I told her to back off, to leave my boyfriend alone. He was mine. But she just smirked at me and told me, "Not for long."
Ooh, we're about to have some work drama. Oh.
In that frustrating voice of hers. And I don't know what came over me. I just lost it. I leapt at her, grabbing her hair, screaming out, clawing at her skin. I wasn't a violent person, or at least I never used to be. But at that moment, I really wanted to hurt Amanda. How could she do something like that?
Oh my God.
Could she see I was infatuated with Jason? Could she just leave us alone? Jason heard us and came barging into the room. Amanda screamed at me for attacking her and looked in shock at the scratches on her arm. She called me crazy. I was just too mad to respond. Jason was immediately angry at me for attacking Amanda. "Why did you do it?" he snapped angrily. "She needs to stay away from you."
I don't blame him. You kind of just went nuts out of nowhere and attacked somebody.
I yelled. "Why do you have to be so jealous and distrusting?" he said. Then Jason picked up Amanda and helped her, leaving me on the floor. I couldn't believe it. I thought I had lost him. I thought he had dumped me, then and there. But then he returned a few minutes later and picked me up. He asked me to trust him. He was loyal. He would never cheat on me. I was ashamed, but I still didn't trust Jason would stay loyal. Amanda was so pretty and charming, and me? I was just the office nerd. For a couple more months, Amanda seemed to stay away from Jason, surprising.
This girl's too
Feeling
self-controlling.
Jason had asked her to do so, and I loved him even more for that, if that were possible. But then one day, Amanda came to work, and she had Jason's jacket. I would recognize it anywhere. Didn't bother hiding it. She just carried it around, wearing it obviously to spite me. Then I was convinced they were cheating. Why else would she have his jacket? I had to find a way to catch them. If I just accused Jason, he could easily deny it, and I would look like a fool. If I caught them, then I would know for certain, and Jason would have to either make it up to me or stay with Amanda. That's when
But why do I feel like we're about to unbox a bunch of crazy right now?
it hit me. The only way to be invisible is if everyone believes you are invisible. That is, if you can't see anyone else. I could be blind. It was crazy, I know, but I thought this was the only way.
The crazy house, because this is the definition of insane, and she needs help. And I wish somebody could warn this dude, because she has.
I was so steadfast in catching Amanda and Jason cheating that I didn't really take into consideration the pure ludicrousy of my decision. I was willing to become blind just to catch my boyfriend with another girl. And after that, well, I just assumed I would catch them. And once Jason realized all I had done, being blind, he would forgive me. He would realize the distances I would go to save our relationship.
No, this just sounds crazy, and I feel like this girl doesn't even hear what she's saying.
Realized just how much I loved him. So with this set in mind, I embarked on the journey to blindness. I pretended my eyesight was deteriorating. I told Jason I couldn't see. He was so worried and said we should go to a doctor, but I told him no, it would be expensive. In reality, I knew doctors would be able to tell I was pretending, so that would be too risky. Jason trusted me, ironic, considering my treatment of him, and he supported me as my eyesight got worse and worse. Or at least, I pretended it got worse. I gradually pretended my eyesight was deteriorating until the point of blindness. I bought glasses suited for blind people, those dark shades, and I bought a support cane. I was dressed for the part.
I don't think she knows what reality.
I had my acting skills on point too. I searched videos online of blind people, how they acted, how they walked, and I tried to mirror them. When I look back on it now, I'm shocked by how devoted I was to pretending to be blind, and how ridiculous it was that I had to resort to such a method to try and catch my boyfriend cheating. I even told my parents so it'd be more realistic, and Jason let everyone at work know too. I ended up losing my job. How could I file reports if I couldn't see? I lost so much from this act just to see if Jason was truly cheating. So far, I hadn't found an opportunity.
I'm sorry. I think you deserve to lose your job. I think you deserve to lose a whole
To
lot
catch
more.
Jason and Amanda. I wasn't at work, so I couldn't catch them there. Then I had the idea. We could host a party, and I would make sure to invite Amanda. We had a party at our house. All of our office friends came, and sure enough, Amanda was there. When we greeted them at the door, I thought I saw Amanda give Jason a meaningful look, then sneak a glance at me. She smiled sweetly at Jason. I continued to pretend I couldn't see, but I could feel my blood boiling with rage. Later that night, I noticed Amanda asked Jason to come upstairs.
Like I said, we're in freaking crazy.
She looked at me. I was watching them, but because of my shaded glasses and lack of reaction, she assumed I hadn't realized. But I most certainly did. I followed after them, sneaking upstairs, pretending I was blind, but really, I could see perfectly. I walked into my bedroom where I thought I could hear them, and as I opened the door, I gasped, because there was Amanda kissing Jason. When Amanda saw me, she stopped kissing him, but then she remembered I was blind and relaxed. Jason was shocked at Amanda and immediately backed away from her. Then he saw me, and his eyes widened in alarm. He told Amanda to be quiet by raising a finger to his lips. That's when I revealed it. I confronted them. Showed I wasn't blind, I took off my glasses dramatically, my eyes frozen in a glare, focused in pure hatred at Amanda. They were so surprised. At first, Jason seemed happy. I think he believed I was healed, but then realization hit and he looked so hurt. He was so angry too. "What is wrong with you?" he asked in incredulity. "I knew you were cheating on me," I accused. "No, I wasn't. Amanda kissed me. I tried to push her away." "What?" I asked, confused. "But what about the jacket?" "What? The jacket?" I jabbed a finger in Amanda's direction. "I saw you wearing Jason's jacket before." Amanda looked confused. I don't know about that. Maybe we just had the same jacket?" I froze as shame coursed through my
The only thing I
veins.
can say that this girl has is devotion. Devotion is the only thing I can say. She is very devoted. Even if it's for the wrong reasons.
So Jason wasn't cheating on me? I had done all of that. The months of blindness, the challenges that came with it for nothing? I realized how big a mistake I had made. The party ended. Jason sent everyone home, including Amanda, who seemed to find my act so hilarious. I could only stand there in paralyzed horror. Jason wouldn't speak to me. He looked so angry and shocked and confused. I didn't blame him. He was probably thinking, why would my girlfriend pretend to be blind? What kind of girl did something like that?
I don't know what to say. I feel sorry for this dude. Like, I feel so sorry for him. One thing, a restraining order. If I was doing a restraining order, I'd
And he
leave
was
town.
right. What kind of person was I? Why couldn't I have trusted him? But no, I had to go and ruin it all. I had to destroy the perfect thing we had shared together. You're probably wondering what happened next. Well, Jason and I are not together. Of course he wouldn't trust me. How could he trust me after what I did to him? How could I fake something like that? After the party, I apologized to him so many times that night, but he wouldn't take any of it. He remained silent until the next morning when he told me we had to break up. Honestly, I saw it coming. How else could he stay with me?
What? I feel sorry for this poor boy. Like, I feel sorry
If we
for him.
remained a couple, we would have no trust. And that's no way to have a relationship. Looking back, if I didn't trust him, I should have ended the relationship. I moved out the next morning and returned to my parents. I don't even want to think of.
Well, that was a wild one, and I mean, that was a wild, crazy one. Like, all the drama going on. This girl be lying to him. If she already wanted the relationship to end, she should have just broke up with him because it was gonna end anyways. this girl's just, I don't know, she's something else. But thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed this. And I may try to upload another video reacting to my animated, and I am thinking about starting a new thing where I'm gonna try like different foods. I'm probably gonna try some Japanese like candy at some point. I'm gonna try to order that and try it on here with you all and let you all see that. But thank you all for watching. Bye. Oh yeah, and comment and subscribe if you want to keep up with me as much as date as possible. I'll put links down below for the original anime so you can go check that out by yourself, and I'll link my last video on here as well and my other social medias for you. I'll go check that out and check out my TikTok if you want. But thank you all, bye.